So what's going on, guys? We got a new pickup here. It's my son's bike. It is a ct100u. These bikes are cool as fuck. Excuse my language. These bikes are cool, but I figured I'd do a side-by-side comparison to the Little Rascal. Pretty much, they're the same kind of style bike, if you don't do what I did to it, 301 and torque converter, whatever, but pretty much they're the same style bike. Now, well, with that said, the Little Rascal is definitely a better built bike, I'd say. Just as I think the thickness of the metal is a little bit, the thickness of the metal is a little bit thicker, and you can tell it's a lot more sturdier bike. But I just figured I'd just do a little side by side. Obviously, the tires are different size. So here it is, a Coleman ct100u, man. Classic, timeless style. I love it in black. Like I said, it's my son's bike, so I won't be doing nothing to it. But yeah, because he's just learning to ride. He prefers that it's quiet, so I'll probably let him ride it and learn a little bit more. Then maybe I'll stick a muffler on there. But if that'll be pretty much it, for him for now. He's only 8. But I tell you what, it even pulls me for what it is. It's a little 89cc engine, and it pulls me pretty good. Like I said, he's a little side by side. They're pretty much identical in size. The Little Rascal sits a little bit lower, and that's because it's got a smaller tire on it. But identical in size. So if anybody is pretty much like up in the air on whether or not to get a Little Rascal, go to your local Dunham's, Academy Sports. Sometimes Walmart carries the ct100u, and if you can fit on the ct100u comfortably, you're gonna fit on the Rascal comfortably. So that's what I'm pretty much saying. Everybody wants to know, oh, I'm 6 foot, blah blah blah, will I fit on a Little Rascal? Go to a local store that's carrying this, sit on it. Like I said, this sits slightly higher just because it has a taller tire on it. But other than that, it's pretty identical. And when I say slightly, it's barely much more if you could just look at it. You see they're both at the same angle right now, and it's just a little bit higher. That engine will play, that big old engine on there will play tricks on you too. So, but like I said, sit on it. If you could fit it, you could fit a Little Rascal. I ride it comfortably, and I love it. Now, with that said, so my local store has another one of these. They actually updated the ct100u. This is a 2021. They have a 2022 model in there. And the 2022 model has plastic fenders. Stupid. Don't know why. That's the best thing about this bike is the metal fenders. But they have plastic fenders now. The engine is slightly different. And when I say slightly different, just the components on the engine. So I think like the gas tank's different on the ct100u. The exhaust system's a little bit different. I'm trying to think what else. Oh, Jesus, I'm having a brain fart now. Here, I'll just show it to you. This whole setup here is different. All this, the pull cord setup is different. The intake is different on the 2022s. Well, anyway, with that said, on that bike, there's a couple of issues. Both fenders are cracked. The pull cord on it is so the whole assembly for the pull cord is all to crap. It's missing pieces, a couple pieces. I think it was like missing the spring that goes here. It was missing a return spring. What a return. Like I said, both fenders were busted, and it also had some weird, a lot of residue on the this one I have it. So like this whole area here, there was like a weird residue. all over. And I was telling them, hey, you know, those people don't know what's going on. I told them, hey, man, I think this thing has an electrical issue. So the manager is going to be there tomorrow, the store manager, and I think it might get me a deal on one of these as a second one. Oh, another thing that this, on the new ones, this frame's a little bit different. Right here, it doesn't have this, which I don't know why you want to put it, because you grab the bike from here, right, when you need to store it or something. But this whole area is just shaped different too on the new ct100us. So I definitely gravitated to this one just because fucking metal fenders, plastic fenders. Why would you want plastic fenders on something like that? Rocks kick up. This thing will last. This frame will last a whole lot longer. But anyway, if I can get a deal, if I can get it for around 200 bucks, if I can get it for around 200, maybe 250. I paid $4.19 for this one with a coupon, but if I can get it for 250, I can get them discounted that good, you know, because I'm throwing at them, hey, you know, the engine might be blown, you know, if I buy another engine from Harbor Freight, it's going to be 170 bucks. So the store manager's gonna get back with me tomorrow when they come in. But like I said, if I can get one of these, if I can get that bike, I've gotten a Wildcat 223 that's been giving me I call it the pain in the ass Wildcat, but it's got 265 cam, 26 pound valve springs, obviously governor delete, bullet flywheel, and I have the bullet rod, and I think it'd be cool as heck. And then I got the whole chrome pull cover, chrome side cover. Yeah, so I was thinking about, if I can get that bike, I'm going to drop that engine in this bike. Well, not this one, but the one that's like it. Anyway, so I'm gonna cut this short, babble a little bit. I just wanted to give you guys a little close-up. Like I said, if you can fit on the ct100u, you can fit on a little rascal just fine. Pretty much identical. But yeah, I can't wait. I hope I get a deal on it, man, because I actually am going to be getting rid of my ct200u EX. I'll be getting rid of that one. And I would love to get one of these and stretch the frame out on it. I think it'd be cool as heck. Get one for cheap, stretch the frame on it, throw that Wildcat 223 with pretty much, very much good potential on it. Mikuni carb, I mean, it's gonna be a blast to drive. About as fun as this one, I'm sure. A little more high revving though. Anyway, babble a little bit too long, but here you go. This is the side-by-side view. Little Rascal 301. Let me turn that right there. Let's turn that right there. We need to see that front plate. Little Rascal 301 and the ct100u, classic timeless style of this bad boy. My son loves it. He's driving it, and you know what he said? This is his first time he drove a motor. He's drove electric ones, but this is the first time he's drove one that's gas powered. He said, "Mom, I feel free." It's funny, she told me that, and I was just laughing, because that's the feeling you get when you drive an actual motorcycle, right? Anyway, you guys have a good one. Where you hum even when I don't. See you later.